Hi guys, thanks for joining me. I did a video not so long back where I basically told you that entered into a group build which was called Spiffy Tiffy group build, and I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on the progress that I've made so far on this Italeri Typhoon Mark 1B late. Um, Now this is, as I think I mentioned in the previous video, this is a 148 scale kit, which I don't do a lot of. In fact, I've only got one 148 scale aircraft, and it's by Italeri, but it's actually an old Hasegawa kit. I've been told by somebody else. So let's just have a look at where I am with this build so far. So this is the main wing, obviously. Some nice surface detail on here with the recessed panel lines. Bit of work to be done to get this gap sorted out and to get that all trimmed. Sorry that the camera keeps going out of focus. There we go. So yeah, some nice detail. I managed to remember to actually drill the holes for the rockets. I quite often forget that fact and then either have to leave them off or try and guess where they would go. So that's the main wing sorted out. And here's the fuselage. It's not glued together yet. I have to confess, when I look at the shape of the Typhoon and even the Tempest, I just think that these aircraft were just a beast basically, and it's just like unbelievable firepower that these guys carried. But the mojo kind of dropped off on this one, and I just want to show you why that is for me. What went on with this kit that I didn't particularly like. So if I just pull this apart and we have a look here, let me just see if I can find a pointer or something. So you see all this area here, which is basically the interior of the cockpit. Yeah. If I now turn that over, you may not be able to see it too well, but can you see that? Sorry. Can you see that line that's running along there? I just need to bring that up a bit because it's not focusing for me. Well, there's a line running up there, and then it comes along there, and then back down here. Well, that's because that's a piece that's been glued in to that part of the fuselage. Now, the only reason I think Hasegawa have done that is because they wanted to create a different cockpit opening, perhaps for another version of the Typhoon. But what it means is that, unfortunately, if I get the other piece now, if you don't line this up properly, you see where it's bulged out a bit there and then it's gone in there. That now needs filling, as far as I'm concerned, which obviously will mean that I'll lose some of the detail on the panel lining. Now, what I should have done was concentrated on getting that lined up, both these curves lined up here on these two sides, so that they were flush, and not worry so much about the line of the fuselage along here. So if I put the two pieces together now, right, so the two pieces are together. Can you see the gap? Now, I would have been better, as I say, making sure that these curves lined up and then just fill that gap. What I tried to do was close that gap up, but in doing so, didn't get these curves lined up. And so now, as I say, I've got to fill that curve in there, and I've got to sort the gap out. I would have just been better trying to sort that gap out in the front of the canopy. I don't know whether, I know there's at least one other modeller who's joined in the GB, the group build, sorry, and it may be that he's managed to overcome that no problem, whereas I didn't think too long and hard about it, put the parts together and then realised my mistake. So that's where I am with this build. The wings together, fuselage practically together, but I still think these are a beautiful aircraft, and I really look forward to getting some progress done on this in the near future. Anyway, thanks for watching.